Just about 4 minutes left with Jeremy Scahill, the author of Blackwater, investigative journalist, joining us this morning from New York City. Next call, Tucson.
Yeah. Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
Hey,
Good morning.
I'm just listening. The first thing I heard was what a couple other people commented on the right-wing Christian comment you had there. And then you sound a little angry. You're kind of like a propagandist for the left wing there. And I understand the mistakes made, in military operations and covert operations. But I look at you from the side that's going to side with the left and MoveOn.org, and all your comments are going to be, degrading to the folks trying to take care of business over there. What do you got to say about that?
Well, first of all, on the issue of being angry, I don't see how anyone cannot be angry at the situation that we've seen unfold. We're talking about 750,000 plus Iraqis that have died since the beginning of the U.S. invasion 4 years ago. That's a horrible tragedy, and of course we all should be outraged. I think this issue that people try to raise about they're trying to get the job done over there. Talk to some of these veterans who've come back from Iraq and see what they're saying. There are numerous veterans groups that have started, Iraq Veterans Against the War, of people who've actually been on the battlefield and come back and are speaking out against the war. I mean, what is the U.S. objective in Iraq? Is this where the source of international terrorism is? Right now we have about 4,000 U.S. troops that have been killed in Iraq, 750,000 Iraqis. The situation continues to deteriorate every day. It makes the world less stable, and it ultimately makes Americans less safe. The entire world is against our policies right now, including a majority of Americans and a majority of Iraqis. So whose agenda is being served in Iraq? Well, it's the agenda of the 630 companies that are working for the U.S. government in Iraq right now and making a killing off of the killings.
My notes say you are on your way to Washington tomorrow. Are you?
Yes, I'm going to be testifying at a Senate committee hearing that's looking at the events of Sunday and at companies like Blackwater USA, and there are also going to be a number of whistleblowers that are going to be testifying at that hearing, as well as the mother of one of the Blackwater men who was killed in Fallujah in March of 2004.
It's a hearing organized by the Democrat Policy Committee.
It's Senator Byron Dorgan has organized this hearing.
Next telephone call is from Greenville, Kentucky. Good morning. First, Springfield, Virginia, then Greenville. Springfield, you're on the air.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
I'd like to say I agree with with what Jeremy was saying. It's not about left versus right. What it really is about is what Jimmy Carter, what Pat Buchanan, what Ralph Nader, what Ron Paul and others have told us, and that's the Israeli Zionist control of this country. And people like Jeremy do not represent the left. They represent Zionist gatekeepers. They will trash Christians, they will trash the USA, but they will never look at Israel, they will never look at Zionism. And I'd like to know, what percentage of these firms have Mossad in them, have the special forces from Israel? Thank you.
I don't know the answer to that question. One thing I would say when you raise the issue of Mossad is that there have been a number of news reports that have come out of Baghdad in the past few days saying that Iraqis for some time now have referred to private contractors or mercenaries as Mossad, a reference to the Israeli intelligence agency. In fact, there's also evidence to suggest that when the 4 Blackwater men were ambushed in Fallujah in March of 2004, that their attackers actually believed that they were attacking a Mossad convoy or a CIA convoy. And the events leading up to that incident, when those men were killed on March 31st, 2004, included the Israeli military's assassination of Sheikh Ahmed Yassin. Fallujah is a Sunni city, and there was a general strike, and that was just a week before those 4 men were killed. So there was a context to the killing of those 4 Blackwater men that very much had to do with Israel's policy of targeted assassinations.
That's it for our time. This, again, is the book, Blackwater. It's on bookshelves around the country if you're interested. Jeremy Scahill, thank you very much for joining us from New York City today.
Thank you.
And now to